Hey guys, it's MCA bringing you a tutorial where I'm going to be showing you trees, or how to build trees in this tutorial. This should be really fun. I'm going to be starting off by doing like tutorials on pretty much anything, but first for this video I'm doing trees, so I'm going to be showing you how to build the type of tree like this, where it's just a simple bark, and then also I'm going to be showing you guys how to do the leaves. And then also I'm going to be showing you a different design, which I thought was pretty cool. Of course, there's several different ways of doing these trees, but I thought they were each unique design. So as you're looking at these trees, you guys can probably, hopefully you guys will be able to maybe build trees on your own, depending on whatever edition of Minecraft you have. But first you're going to need a piece of wood, any type of wood, and also the leaves. So we're going to start off with the branch, or the bark, the tree trunk. So what you do is kind of make like a little cube, kind of, or a rectangular prism if you want to be exact, and then you kind of just do another one, a little bit slanted, but like off of the corner like this. So as you can see, you just kind of go up straight. So this is like the basic way of doing like the tree trunk. It's a basic way just to kind of start it off. So pretty much what you want to do, and also like that, one main thing that I tend to do a lot on trees is have pretty much all the wood blocks facing upwards, you know. You don't really want, I mean, depending on the type of tree it is, like usually I have my trees where most of the blocks, unless it's like a branch or a root, are facing upwards. But as you can see, we have like cubes just going into each other, kind of. They're like rectangular prisms, so they're not exact cubes. But now what you want to do is start adding and adjusting onto the tree, pretty much. So onto your little like rectangular prisms, if you want to be exact. So you just kind of like add blocks, just going different ways onto it, and then yeah, the roots would come up onto it at the bottom like this. So that's like how you would add blocks, you know, to adjust it. And then you also want to get rid of some blocks too, pretty much to your liking. I mean, there's not really a specific way of doing it. You just kind of want to remove and place and whatever looks good, pretty much whatever you think would best look good for your tree. That's pretty much how you go to make it look more natural. And then the roots would come off at the bottom like this, so you want to just kind of adjust them, place down, get rid of blocks, there's no problem with that. And then you want to just kind of come outwards, like on the ground, so on the grass level, with your roots go out like that. So what you want to do, pretty much, again, it's to your liking. You want to have the blocks of wood facing different ways usually. Like, so it doesn't really matter. So like, as you can see now, I'm like placing them like just different ways, trying to make it look like it was just like a tree that just showed up there and just sprouted like crazy. You can have it going, the roots starting from different parts of the tree, of the bottom of the tree. You can have them like really thick roots, really small roots. You can go really thick roots like leading into small roots like this one, kind of. And you just sort of adjust it, really. Like, that's pretty much how it is. It's all to your liking, pretty much. And also, one thing is too, I just want to see, like, because this is also a new series, so if you guys build on, because not all of you guys have Xbox. That's what I'm on right now, by the way. If you didn't know, I'm on Xbox 360, but not all of you guys have that. If you guys have something like Minecraft Pocket Edition, PC, or anything like that, PlayStation 2, be sure, if you guys try out building your own trees, be sure to take a picture of them and send them to me on Twitter. My Twitter is IT_Mercury3, so be sure to send them in. I'd love to see your designs. And then now what we want to do, once you're satisfied with your trunk, you want to just start off with the branches at the top of the tree. And what you want to do is just kind of like just start sprouting them. I tend to have the logs facing like sort of sideways, but I kind of link them up. So as you can see now, I'm just trying to make it like look a little bit like it's just sprouting straight, like different directions from the main trunk of the tree, and I just kind of have it going outward. So as you can see now, we have the tree pretty much complete as of like just the trunk. And if you want to add leaves, then this is how you do it, pretty much. This is one way of doing it. So what you want to do is have your leaves just like, you want to basically make a circle going around the top of your tree. You want to have a little extra space too. So as you can hopefully see, I have leaves just going, like, I'm filling it up as I'm going to, but I have leaves like just going in a general circle, not an exact circle, you know, because again, you want it to be as natural as possible, but just sort of making them in a round shape, pretty much, in the leaves. That would be pretty cool. So that's the first step in making the leaves. And then what I do after I have the circular shape is I fill it in like this, so you would end up making the leaves look like that. Now what I do on the outside edges of the round shape, I tend to usually like bring down the leaves like at different lengths, but at the same time I want it to be controlled, like to my liking, of course, because this is like the tree. You just build whatever you want, so it's your tree. You can do whatever you want. So usually I just make them go down to my liking. Then after I do that, I add layers like on top of it, like this, like I'm doing right now. You can see I'm just sort of like laying it down like nuts, and I'm not really worrying about like the fact that I could see through the leaves or anything like that. I usually tend to not really worry about that. I usually just try to get the shape, pretty much is my main goal with this. So as you can see, I'm just laying it down pretty much. I'm not really worrying about the inside leaves like right now. I'm just mainly worrying about the outside. So like if I'm looking at the tree far away, I'm worrying about how that would look. So I just do that, pretty much like adding layers again, just like strips of like different sizes of leaves from the side is the way to go, like that. And once again, is all to your liking, pretty much, of the tree. I just try to make it look natural and try to make it not look, I guess, forced maybe, or try to make it look like a normal tree that you could just see, I don't know, like maybe in the forest or whatever tree or wherever your tree would be. So as you can see right now, I'm also like, you don't have to do strips just going straight down. Not all the time. You could just like add like little tiny bunches of leaves on the tree too, which also works that way too. And then of course we're still gonna be doing the top of the tree too, because it's like super flat right now. We're gonna be doing that in a second after we fill up after we do the outside like layers of the tree like we're doing right now, and then also after we do the inside. And then I'll be showing you a little bit of a secret, not secret, but a cool detail thing that you could do with the leaves, which will make them awesome. But now what we want to do is the inside of the tree, of course, since we finished our outside like layers of the tree, so how the leaves look on the outside. We want to fill up the entire inside with leaves. And the way I do it, I still want to keep them at different levels, but I tend to like just fill up the entire like the entire thing with leaves, but I don't really want it to be all flat, even though I'm doing that right now. This is just sort of like a little base of where I can start to like strip down the leaves. So this is a good base to have, and then I just kind of like start bringing down leaves a little bit, but I just want to like mainly make sure that the tree isn't just completely flat, because once again, I do want it to be a little bit bushy kind of, but I do want it to have like the strips of leaves, so it's a interesting design to do. But usually what I tend to do, mainly these strips that are in the tree, like from now, on the inside part of the tree, for now, these strips I tend to have them a bit shorter than the strips that are on the outside edges or the outside layers of the leaves. But pretty much the main objective is just that it's filled up. So this is the part where you kind of want to have it so where you can't see through the leaves. And then once we're done with that, we have to do the top of the tree now. And the way I usually do this, the way I usually do the top of the trees, I just kind of go like with a circle. I just kind of like make a circle or like a little bit of a round shape like on top of the trees, and then I just kind of stack it on from there. I like fill it up, and then I just stack it on. One thing I can do also is like stick a few pieces of glowstone, but you won't see me do that in this video. But one thing you can do is just stick pieces of glowstone through it, just to kind of light it up, because if you are at night, then it will light up the tree a little bit, like the leaf part of it, and you also won't see the glowstone or the sea lantern or whatever you want to light it up with. It's a cool way, a little detail sort of thing that you might want to take note of. But after we're done with that, what we want to do, this is a cool design I did. So I pulled out another leaf. Like right now what I'm doing is using birch leaves and just kind of like adding more strips, or just kind of like getting rid of some of the leaves like some of the oak leaves that I used, so getting rid of some of them and just laying them like across. So just like laying them, just like replacing them and then laying them like throughout the tree is just like it's such a cool design. Like I found out it does take a little bit of like extra work, but it's definitely worth it. It adds that extra, that little extra oomph, like that emphasis on the tree, just kind of make it look nice. And then what you also can do, this is a design, of course, if you want to use this design you can, no, feel free to do that, was just like take different colors of clay and just like put them on the tree, and then they look almost like it makes the tree look like festive, kind of, doesn't it? Makes them look like maybe even berries too. Just take different colors, like right now I'm using what is this, like orange, I think, and then I also use blue stained clay, and then also pink stained clay, I believe it is. So just kind of like putting them in random spots, putting a little bit of like thick pieces of it, and then a few like small pieces, like little dots kind of, and then that's it. Can you believe that? And then that's pretty much your tree. One thing though is that you can see it's kind of dark down here. You can't take glowstone and then a carpet and then like just put it down like that. I usually do like a brown carpet, and it just lights up the tree that way, and it's just so great. But that's your tree now, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Also, if you guys build your tree or come up with your own design, make sure to take a picture and send it to me on Twitter. But leave a like on the video, comment, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later.